The most important benefit in that in this academy, we teach the core, not the crust. We know that every one of us is composed of two things, the interior and exterior. The core, which is the interior, and the crust, which is the exterior. All schools, everywhere, all schools, whatever its a kind, it's focusing only on teaching the exterior, on teaching the crust, while religion and in our academy too, we are focusing more on teaching the core, the interior of our members, not just the exterior. Somebody can ask, what is the difference? The difference is very big. The core, that is the insight, that is the spirit, that is the heart, that is the aql. While the exterior, that is your intellect, only your intellect. That's it. But not the insight, not what is inside deep in your heart and in your brain, in your character. That is the core. We want to reach that core and to teach it, because most of our problems in at least in Islamic education, that is only directed toward the exterior. It never reaches the core. That is why we find most of this school does not achieve its objectives as it should be. What is the difference between teaching the core and teaching the crust? The teaching of the core usually is stable and long term, while teaching the crust or the exterior, usually it is short term and changeable. Short term means it lives for a very short period of time and they disappear. And the changeable means that it could be changed with the time, with the effect of other people, ideas come to them. That's why we find many of our communities start to get lost for the non-Shia. They go to the other side, or they attracted to be atheist, God forbid, or adopting other religions, because whatever knowledge they got, it focused on the exterior only. It never reached the core. The crust or the exterior knowledge, usually it is changeable. It changes with the age. It changes with your life experience. It changes with the time. It is vulnerable to change, while the core is stable. It never changed. It couldn't be changed. And here comes the faith. The exterior education, it could be forgotten with the time, but the core education, usually it not be forgotten with the time. It become fixed. It become part of yourself, and that is very important. The core or the insight education, it is usually affect the crust, affect the exterior. So when you educate the core, this will reflect on the exterior or on the crust, while educating the crust will never reach the core. That's why you find people talk very well, even some of the ulama. They talk very well, they have a very good knowledge, but it didn't reach their hearts. Why? Because educating the crust, it stay in the crust. It will never reach the core. While educating the core could richly and definitely will be reflected on the exterior or on the crust. And that was the mission of all the prophets sallallahu alayhim ajma'een, and our imams alayhim salam. Usually their effort, it was directed to educating what? To educating the core, the interior of the person. I consider that is our mission. That is our mission, to educate the core, to reach the core of the person, to reach the interior, the inside of the person, to reach the aql, the spirit, the heart, the self of the person, not his exterior. That is our main objective and what we plan to do, inshallah.